Welcome to Phase 2. We're going to produce your pre-sale campaign and then launch your book to a bestseller status. The pre-sale campaign will be run during the 6 or so weeks leading up to your launch date. Again, the reason we want to run a pre-sale campaign is that all of the pre-sales will count towards your book's paid sales ranking on the day the book goes live. That, plus some of the other launch techniques we'll utilize, should be enough to create an instant bestseller in your category. We'll talk about categories later. Using the techniques we talked about in Phase 1, you will have attracted anywhere between, say, 1,500 and maybe 5,000 email subscribers. Hopefully, it's more towards the 5,000 mark. You will have been contacting them on a regular basis, sending them fun, interesting, or controversial pieces of content that relate to your writing and or your genre. You will have been contacting them on a regular basis, sending them fun, interesting, or controversial pieces of content that relate to your writing and or your genre. Now, we're going to get them to purchase the pre-sale copy of your next book. Prior to beginning your launch sequence, what I want you to do is begin building your street team. This is a part of the launch that you'll run simultaneously with your buzz building and pre-sale campaigns. You'll send out a broadcast email to your list and offer a free pre-launch copy of anything and everything you write, plus some additional free exclusive goodies to anyone who's willing to read your book and leave an honest review on Amazon when you tell them to go do it. Once again, use your imagination and make it fun, exciting, and exclusive. In other words, make sure that they know that you're not just letting anybody into this exclusive club. One of the responsibilities of being one of the cool kids in the club is making sure that they leave a review of the book on Amazon on the day after it goes live. About 3 weeks prior to the date the book goes live, you'll send them an ARC, which is digital publishing speak for advanced review copy. Then, a few days prior to the date the book goes live, send them another email telling them to get ready. And then on the date you want the review, send 2 more emails gently reminding them to get over to Amazon and leave the review. You'll be amazed at how good, well-intentioned people who really want to help either forget or have some huge emergency, like having to watch the final episode of Game of Thrones or something, and never get around to actually leaving the review. Most people just need a gentle reminder. The first thing to do is, of course, publish your book on Amazon and set it to pre-sale. This is accomplished by simply ticking the appropriate radio button at the bottom of the first page of the Amazon upload form and inputting a release date. Here's a look at that. So you can see this is the very bottom of the first page of the upload form when you're publishing your book. And you just need to click the radio button that says Make My Kindle ebook available for pre-sale and then input a date. You can price the book at whatever price you decide is best. Some people run full price pre-sales. I usually price my pre-sales at 99 cents because the goal is not to make a bunch of money here. It's to get the book as high as we can in the algorithms as possible, thereby triggering Amazon's marketing department to take over and market the book for you. Again, we're going to set the release date far enough out in advance that we have enough time to run a buzz campaign for a few weeks and then the actual pre-sale campaign lasting about 3 weeks. On that date, your book will automatically go live on Amazon, so you'll want to plan the rest of your launch activities around that date. The next thing to do is build a landing page. Well, wait a minute, you're thinking. I thought we were talking about launching my book, not building landing pages. I know, sorry, but this is a technique that will go a long ways towards selling tons of books, and it's not that hard, so hang with me on this and we'll get you through it. The landing page builder that I use is called OptimizePress. It's another WordPress plugin, and it works great. I've gotten to where I can pound out a landing page in about an hour and a half with this tool. Here's the URL to their site, and I'll put it below the video as well. Now, we'll get back to landing pages here in a minute. First, I want to explain the plan. The following is a technique I learned directly from my friend and mentor, Tim Grahl, and here's why we need a landing page. It's all about scarcity. You see, you could just email your list with a link to your Amazon sales page and hope that they buy the pre-sale. Chances are, because of the way we are as human beings, you wouldn't sell very many books. You see, we're all very busy with our own lives and our own issues. Even if I might really be interested in a new book by so-and-so author, it's a pre-sale, which means I can't get my hands on it right away. So I guess I'll wait till next week or even next month. And, of course, next week or next month never comes. We are a species of procrastinators. So you have to do something to create a little scarcity around it so that it forces people to take action and buy the presale when you send it to them. You do this by creating a giveaway. This is somewhat similar to the free book solution we talked about earlier, but in this case, you're going to ask people to purchase the book prior to it being available, and you're going to do that by enticing them with some free stuff. Now, this is going to be a little complicated and semi-techy, but trust me, if I can figure this out, anybody can do it. There are some pluses and minuses to listing your book on Amazon. The major plus has to do with the ability to buy something with one click. Most people who are searching for a book on Amazon already have an Amazon account. Therefore, when they see something they like, all they have to do is scroll up and click the Buy Now button and cue the cash register sound effect. Cha-ching! You get paid. The drawback is that they, Amazon, have control over the transaction and the purchaser. You've got very little ability to directly incentivize the reader to purchase your book. This is why my buddy Tim Grahl came up with his presale giveaway technique, and it works like a charm. Here's the system in a nutshell. What you do is decide on a good giveaway, ask readers to buy a presale copy of your book, have them prove that they bought the book by giving you a receipt, and then deliver the giveaway. The trick is to automate the whole process so that you can focus on other things like writing your next masterpiece. The key is to combine a great giveaway with scarcity. In other words, buy this book now and get X, but hurry up because X is only going to be available for the next 3 days. I'm going to show you how to lash all this up, identify people who have bought the book, and then deliver the giveaway in just a minute. But first, let's decide on what you're going to give away. Just as in the free book solution earlier, you'll want to make sure that whatever you're giving away is valuable and relevant to the subject matter of your book. Give something that makes the book better, something that adds value, and that your target reader will find irresistible. If you're a fiction author, you could do a prologue of the story, a character study, or even a short story with the same characters. Just use your imagination. For nonfiction, you could include a PDF workbook around your subject. Checklists and Cliff Notes type guides work great. Maybe a 20-minute video guide. Again, just get creative. You could think about turning the same content into different mediums. Once you've decided on your giveaway, it's time to build out the aforementioned sales page. This page is going to have two functions. It'll have a call to action asking them to buy the presale. It'll also list out the giveaways and explain to the purchaser how to get the giveaways after they've purchased the book. Now, you can, if you want, buy a domain name and create a whole new website for this one book. The best idea, though, is probably to just create a new page on your existing site, a subdomain, if you will. Just append the book title to the URL like this, authorwebsite.com/book title. So, what needs to be on your sales page? Well, the first thing you need is a good, hopefully 3D rendering of your book cover. Then a version of your Amazon book sales page copy. Then you'll need some social proof, also known as testimonials or reviews. And you'll also want to explain what giveaways you're offering, and have some sort of call to action and explanation of how, after they buy the book, they'll be able to access the giveaways. Then, lastly, you'll want to have an author bio section, just so they know they're in the right place. Now, here's a quick live screen of what an example page should look like. Okay, so I wanted to show you a quick example of a pre-launch special offer book sales page. This is one of mine. This is my website, Simple Journey. And this is one of my better-selling books called The Joy of Less. And I've got the pre-launch special offer. I've got some sales copy here. This is basically copied right from the Amazon sales page. And then you scroll further down, and we get to the bonuses. When you pre-order the book today, we'll also send you the following amazing bonus gifts. And I've got 4 bonuses here. These are all very relevant to the subject matter of the book, right? So, again, 4 bonuses. I've got a checklist that I made with some special software. I've got my video course, my decluttering video course that I'm giving away for free, and a couple of checklists and guides for them that, again, are very relevant to the topic of the book. And then in a few minutes, we're going to show you exactly how to get this done. Here's what to do to get your book and your free stuff. What they're going to do is they're going to click on the button below, and it's going to take them directly to the Amazon Kindle page for the book. They're going to buy the book, and then they're going to go ahead and send me their receipt. They're going to email me their receipt to this address, and I've got a special email address set up just for this purpose. And then it's set up automatically, and again, we're going to show you how to do this in a minute, but it's set up automatically for the special bonus gifts to be sent directly to their email once they've given me their receipt. And then I've got a couple of testimonials here and some information about me. So that's basically what a decent page looks like. And we're going to go ahead and continue in the course and show you how to set that automatic sending of the bonuses to the readers. All right, great. We'll see you back over in the course. Here's how the pieces of this process will fit together. What you're going to do is create a designated Gmail account, and then you're going to connect that to a website called Zapier. And Zapier is going to connect directly to your email service provider, which is then going to send an automated email to your new subscriber with their free stuff. The first thing to do is get a separate Gmail account set up. Just name it something that's relevant to your book's title or genre. If you have a Gmail account already, you can simply go in and add a page to your existing account. If you don't have a Gmail account, no worries. They're free and mud-fin simple to set up. Just get on Google and search Gmail. And so the next thing you want to do is get set up with Zapier. And there's the URL. And of course, I'll leave that below the video here. This service is incredible, and it's free for what we want it to accomplish. Once on Zapier, you'll go ahead and set up a zap with a trigger that senses when someone has left you an email in your designated Gmail account, and then automatically sends that person's email address directly to your email service provider. You will have set up an autoresponder within your email service provider that will automatically send an email to your new subscriber with a link to the free content you promised them when they bought the book. It's all just slicker than cat spit. I use ActiveCampaign, but there are tons of good email service providers out there, some like MailChimp that offer free starter accounts, others like Infusionsoft who will charge you hundreds of dollars a month but have unlimited functionality. If you have 3 to say 5,000 subscribers on your list, providers like ActiveCampaign or Aweber will charge you something in the area of $50 to $75 a month to manage those subscribers for you. It's your choice. Just pick the one that seems to be a fit for where you are in your business currently. Once you have your pre-sale page set up and your giveaway funnel functioning properly, it's time to run an email campaign to all those wonderful new subscribers you've just attracted, and to the people that are already on your list to start with. So here's the basics. You'll need to start about 6 weeks prior to the book going live on Amazon. See the slide that talks about setting up your pre-sale and setting up a publication date on Amazon earlier in this video. During the first 3 weeks, phase 1, we're going to have you send a minimum of 2 emails a week to your list. The first few of these emails will be to let the readers know that the book is coming and that you'll have some really great stuff to go along with it. Do not offer a link to the pre-sale yet. People are not going to buy a pre-sale that far in advance, but you do want to create some buzz and some excitement. Let them know what the book will be about and why you think they'd like it, and then just make sure that they know it'll be launching soon and that they should stay tuned. Week 2, you'll send another minimum 2 emails and reiterate that the book is coming, and start telling them stories around the content, as well as any struggles or interesting anecdotes or research that you did for the book, etc. Go behind the scenes, be real, and let them see what the author is all about. Then, during week 3, you'll ratchet up the intensity with another at least 2 emails and start talking about how next Wednesday, or whatever day you've decided to have the pre-sale event begin, is the day. Mention that there will be special giveaways, but that they'll need to act quickly. Now, I strongly advise that you pre-write all of the emails that we're talking about in this section and have them set up on an email autoresponder in your email service provider of choice prior to launching the campaign. It can get really very stressful to write each of these as you go along. Much better to take your time and compose them prior to the pre-launch campaign starting. Then on, say, the Wednesday 3 weeks prior to the book going live, we're going to begin to allow them to purchase the book. In email number 1, announce the fact that the pre-sale period is live and that they can go now and purchase the book. Give the URL to the book's sales page. Then explain the giveaways in detail, and make sure you explain in detail the process of sending you their receipt to get the giveaways. Also in email number 1, be sure you mention the time frame. In other words, they must purchase the book and send you the receipt by midnight of X date. In email number 2, 2 days later, share something from the book. A character study, several paragraphs from chapter 1, a story about what you did to research the book. This is similar to the first 3 weeks of the campaign, but getting a little more specific about the book's content. Also, make sure that in every email from here on in, of course, that you have the URL to the sales page in at least 2 places in the email. Emails 3, 4, and 5, spaced 2 days apart, follow the format from email number 2, and give them interesting, fun, or controversial content based around the book, how and why you wrote it, and or what it will do for them, always ending with the fact that they need to purchase the presale by X date. Then, a day prior to the book going live, send them a 24-hour notice and talk nicely about how it's time to quit procrastinating and bounce over to Amazon and get the book. Or the bonuses are going to go away and the book's going to go up in price. Then on the last day, you'll send them 2 emails. Last day, hurry up, and 3 hours left. So just a quick note, you'll get a few sales when you first announce the pre-sale is live. But the majority of the sales, well over 50% probably, will come on the last 2 days. Unfortunately, that's just the way human nature works. So that's the pre-sale campaign, and depending on the size of your list, you could get multiple hundreds of pre-sales that will go directly towards your paid sales stats when the book goes live. During this 6-week period, you're also going to do the best you can to schedule any podcast interviews with other influencers and have any guest blog posts go live and run any social media campaigns that you can to increase buzz. On the day the book goes live, I always leave the book at 99 cents and schedule 2 or 3 book submits. Buck Books is one of my favorites, and there are literally hundreds of others to choose from. And I'll put a link to a PDF from my friend Thomas Corson Knowles that lists hundreds of these sites below the video. This will usually give you another couple hundred sales to add to your total. So that's a pre-sale book launch. Done right, it'll usually get you to number 1 in your category and possibly even up into the top 1,000 paid sales in Amazon. So let's head over to Phase 3, Market, and see what to do after you've completed your epic book launch. All right, we'll see you over there.